Welcome back to Sodi Pop on YouTube, everyone. Hello, how's it going this morning? I hope you're all doing super duper well. We have another Kraven drop. This is the third one in the series. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're in the chat, say hello. If not, well, I guess I won't see you, so that's just fine. All right, let's go ahead and pause that music. I hope everyone's doing very, very well so far. Yes, this is the third drop. We have not gotten any drops yet. Unfortunately, I have bought both commons though. So we have Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #1. I said like Peter Parker. I don't know what I said, to be honest. Spectacular Spider-Man #131. So Kraven has kind of taken the mantle of Spider-Man, I believe, in this one. And we have the original artwork, very, very nice. And then this, is, of course, is the VeVe custom artwork, which looks fantastic. They've had a really good job. And then, of course, the secret rare artwork is pretty darn awesome, as always. So secret rares haven't been too expensive. I was looking yesterday or this morning at the prices. And prices in the overall VeVe market have dropped. I actually sold a few things as far as the overall VeVe market. So we'll discuss that in just a moment. I wanted to show this video. It popped up in my feed of Cabell Anderson. I guess VeVe Vault originally found. I couldn't find the original video. I tried to look it up. But it is interesting. Why? Because it's Ron English. Ron English, he just kind of blurts things out. I've been in a bunch of spaces with him. And I feel like Pokemon is an open secret at this point. It'd be really disappointing. It'd be surprising if they didn't have Pokemon. Also, Pokemon, there's been so much time where they could have revealed their own line of NFTs with something or somewhere else. And I'm sure they're the #1 hottest. I mean, they just make so much sense with NFTs, whether it be their collectibles or trading cards or what have you. There's a lot that could be done. I think trading cards will probably be the next style of NFTs. You know, we've talked more about they have a new NFT format coming out. We don't know what, but the assumption is, to me, trading cards. They talked a lot about AR. They've talked a lot about gamification. They've talked a lot about utility. Trading cards makes a lot of sense with all of those, and we can discuss why in just a moment. Let me go ahead and make sure that we're sounding good, actually. And then we are tweeted out as well. Again, if you're in the comments, say hi. We have some amazing people here. And, oh, yes, there we go. Yes, okay, looks like we're sounding good. And we are live. It is 7:37 right now. Very exciting. Join me as we try and catch the elusive, I don't even know, Kraven, as he continues his rampage or campaign. Let's say campaign. Oh, I'm so good at writing copy. Oh, as I don't even know what I pressed, but I did it. Hashtag VeVe. Hashtag VeVe fam. Live drop. Beautiful. Okay, we are ready to go. So I want to share a little part of this video, and we will discuss what's going on here with the local Spidey Man. All right, here we go. So we have, boom. So this was from, I guess, a NFT conference in 2021. And what is important is that Ron English, he's pretty close to David Yu. He's spoken on many occasions inside Twitter and all this stuff. He kind of just like blurts things out, and he does it all the time. I have a video talking about like Ron English revealing a bunch of stuff, and he has in the past. And so we're going to listen to it. We'll discuss it, discuss exactly why, what, where, how, and yeah, let's go from there.
Masterpieces, but then I had my toys, so I went to VeVe to do the toys, and they.
Oh, let me make sure it's loud enough for you.
Amazing, yo.
So the Nifty Gateways were the masterpieces, but then I had my toys, so I went to VeVe to do the toys, and they've signed Marvel and DC, and it looks like they're going to sign Pokemon. Don't tell anybody.
What did he?
So he talks about they're getting signed Pokemon. He is pretty close to David Yu. He's talking about flying on his private jet and different collectibles, and he's talking with David and how he wants to introduce, because I guess Ron used to have a line of comics and making those comics degradable over time. So how should we take this as legitimate or not? Number one, Ron just says a lot of things. So, but I think again, it's Pokemon has to be coming at some point to VeVe this year or next. They've said they have a huge slate. They have like 5 years of content or something. I know they have accelerated their plans since the beginning. So at the beginning, they're just going to be rolling out a few things every week because they weren't planning on this user base. I'm sure they thought there would be more things to buy or to purchase on the market, but there haven't been. So they keep on having to roll out stuff at an alarming pace. I mean, this week we have 6 drops, and then we had 2 drops over the past weekend. So it's just been 8 days, or it will be 8 days at the end of this, of nonstop drops. It's almost like a mini decon, just because there's been so many drops. But there haven't been huge name drops. Spider-Man's always huge, but these aren't first appearances of major characters. So, with that being said, will we see Pokemon? I think so. How will it? I think we'll probably see trading cards eventually of Pokemon, and it just makes sense with the AR. It makes sense with they want more utility, they want more gamification, they want more stuff that's relevant to real physical world stuff, which is easy to do with cards, or easier to do with cards. I think we'll also see some Pokemon Go type models, maybe some Pikachus, Charizards, of course. Hopefully we see the original starters, so Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur as well. That would be awesome. Then we can collect them all, and maybe there's golden versions, or they have their Mega Evolutions. Let me pull up Mega Evolution Charizard and the other ones because they always look really fun. Mega Evolution Charizard, and I think this was introduced in the so the Mega Evolution Charizard was introduced, I believe, in the X and Y, but I think I want to say it was introduced in the game before that, and then X and Y kept it. But you essentially got this Mega Evolution like bracelet. They'd power up and they would look bomb as heck. So the Mega Evolutions were actually really cool, and they added like Z moves, and then in Sword and Shield, what was the thing in there? I didn't like the thing in Sword and Shield. Oh, was the Gigantamaxing, so getting bigger. I didn't like that nearly as much. They looked cool, but it was just, I don't know, it was kind of a weird mechanic, and if you get you could only do it in certain areas, and it didn't really make sense to me at all. But could we see some Mega Evolutions? Probably not, but that would be cool if we did. But I don't think we'll probably see that to begin with. It will start with the original, probably starters, definitely Pikachu, and I'm sure over time we will see all original 151, and we will then see more popular characters. I'm assuming, I don't know. The cards probably make the most sense. Why? And here's why they make the most sense. Because they will probably want to introduce as many Pokemon as possible, and cards are going to be a little bit cheaper. Will it be card packs? Possibly. because again, they're going to introduce a new type. And we already know cars are coming. We've already had cars. So it's not that. Especially again with all the AR stuff and all the AR talk that is happening. So that just makes a lot of sense. I mean, think about like Yu-Gi-Oh! I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Played on someone's wrist before in VR. So VR Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very, I don't want to say very popular, but kind of hilarious. VR Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is awesome. Oh, hello, Shiba. So this is Yu-Gi-Oh! VR, and it's hilarious. Like, look at this. How could you not want to play this? And how would you not think you could put on one of these things in real life and play it? This looks ridiculous. Look at that. Obviously, hopefully better graphics and everything. I'm sure the VeVe artists will design it a little bit more clearly. I love like the weird angling of the hand and everything. It's awesome. Yo, Yugs. I'm Joey. Yeah, so we got that coming. I think Pokemon will be coming. I think it'll be Pokemon cards. Let's get back to Kraven's last hunt. So we have 30,000 editions. We have again, they're keeping with the same motif. So original cover in full color, original cover in black and white, or mostly black and white. I think it is. I feel like, yeah, there's a little bit of color here. There's a little bit of red and blue tones. So original cover in mostly black and white, and then the VeVe exclusive cover as the rare and ultra rare, and the secret rare will be a really cool cover. But prices have been dropping a little bit, and that's been fine. So prices have been going down, and we have seen that prices, I think, I don't know. I've seen a couple of YouTubers selling their stuff. I've been slowly selling things, buying things that I want, selling more stuff. So I sold a few things last night. I'll go ahead and tell you what I sold while we're all here as well. Let me actually switch back to my face cam so I can put my iPad up here. Beautiful, beautiful. And if you're in the chat, let me know how you're doing. All right, cool. There we go. We're up. So let's see. Yeah, so it looks like I sold the original Devil Bunny. I was able to get a pretty good price for that. So I sold it for like $135, the red Devil Bunny, and now he has dropped in price a little bit. I sold the Holiday Groot, the common, for I want to say like 75. And I also sold, and this was all yesterday, I also sold a common alligator Loki for I think 105, and he's since moved up. So common alligator Loki. I know Randy Chavez has been completing those. Hey, what's up, JQ? I suggest you post your live drop on Twitter so the Omihome communities can check you out. I did. I tweeted out right before I went live. So I should probably post it sooner. I post it when I go live, but you're right. I should probably post it a little bit sooner, JQ. You're absolutely right. So the problem is with the way I need to figure it out. I'm sure there's a way, but I control all this setup with OBS, and if I go live in like a planned session, I can't. The way right now, I'm sure I can figure it out, but the way I have to hook in my mic and my video and everything, I have to use OBS as what's called a virtual camera, so it links in my mic separately. So it's weird, and it kind of messes my setup up, but I'm sure there's a way I can do it. I'll figure it out. And because of that, my YouTube live link doesn't go live until I actually press it, which is 30 minutes before, which means I send it out at that time as well. So I'll figure it out though. But yes, thank you, JQ. And by the way, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy morning. Yes, so I sold a few things on the app. And so I have a little bit of a gem balance going. I've been slowly selling things, collecting things, selling more things, collecting a few more things that I want to keep. Oh, it should be appearing. There we go. So let's see my collection. I recently added Dr. Doom, which is the main one. I added 2 of these bunnies. I want to be trading one. So as you can see, the floor price is at $415. I paid $244.99 for both of them. So I've been trying to buy and sell higher end items and flip those. I think in the short term they do a little bit better. I haven't identified too many great flip opportunities for, I don't know. I honestly don't think the market is still open. Yeah. I don't think the market is still open. Let's go back into it. Yeah, 750, the market should not be open. No, it's not. Okay, just making sure. But we have seen prices drop just a little bit. Captain America the Punch, that is one I was going to flip. So that is going to be, what's up, Tito420? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well, man. Or lady, or them they. Welcome back. So I think my original plan was to flip Dr. Doom. And what's annoying about VeVe and life is you get attached. You think things are cooler. And Dr. Doom is by far I don't love the Mighty Marvels. Remind me a little bit of the pop whatever. Some of them I do like. Dr. Doom I actually do like. I remember showing it to my friend. He's like, oh, I kind of like that little guy. But the original, I was originally going to flip him, but I was able to get a sub 1,000 mint, and he's since like doubled in price. And with Fantastic Four being possibly casted already, there's rumors of John Krasinski being casted as a Mr. Fantastic, which would be, I think, a great casting. I don't know. But Fantastic Four has never really been done justice in film. Of course, there's the earlier films, kind of around that original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man era, but the recent 2015 reboot was, I didn't even see it, but I looked up Rotten Tomatoes and it has like 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not even messing with you. 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. People just saying it's like literally hero drivel, which sucks because it had some pretty good actors in it. It had Michael B. Jordan, who of course is in the Marvel Universe in Black Panther. So I got more. I also bought a few more comics. That's just ones I'm reading. So I don't love. I wish you could organize this better, but so it doesn't show me my recent comics. But I bought the ultra rare Amazing Spider-Man. I also bought another of the common of Ultimate Fallout. So the introduction of Miles Morales, or when I guess he becomes his version of Spider-Man. Let me look at the time quickly. So it is 7:53. Cool. And as I was saying before, we saw the prices drop just a little bit in everything. So let me pull up some prices here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you guys bought anything fun as well, because it is always a good time to see what everyone's got. What investments have you made? Are we expecting? So we saw a little bit of drop in the morning. Things have been going up and down, mainly up. And I think as we pull to the end of this 6 days, number one, it's a long 6 days. Will they announce something huge? I think they will at some point. Apparently they're supposed to have something bigger in January, maybe another Disney is the thought. I think they said that, but they've also promised a lot of things before at specific times and then move them back for X, Y, and Z reason. I know they're working hard on full Immutable X migration. I know they're working hard on MTL. MTL is rolling out in phases. So I don't know. I'm not convinced. I've heard some people say like, oh, they promised Disney in January. That doesn't mean Disney is coming in January. But I'm sure they have separate teams that work on drops, then that work on, give me back my hand. Ow. Sorry, I have my cat here who's just grabbed my hand, is not letting go. We'll let her hang out there for a bit. But yeah, so the point is that they've made promises in timeframes before and they've not hit them. Usually drops they do. So eventually something big will happen. And I think we'll see the market drop. we will see people panic because they've bought stuff they can't afford, or they don't have any gems to participate in a drop, which a Disney drop will probably be 60 to, we've seen Walt was 333 gems. So we will see, so we might see a little bit of panic in the market then as prices drop and people try and sell it for more gems, and we see yet another gem squeeze as foretold by the amazing Matt at Sodi Pop. So the specimen that launched this past weekend has been doing super well. We'll look at the pink one. That was the one I was going for that I did not get, of course. Number 129. And this is the one, the Weezer and Queens of the Stone Age album cover. There's a pink one, but it's not number 129. It's actually the red one. It says it on the forehead. Is number like 50 something, 72. So this is the one technically on the cover, but it for sure is pink. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the coloring on my monitor, but that doesn't make sense to me. Oh, hi. How you doing? Okay. She's coming up. She's coming up for the landing. So, yeah, 268. Could have bought it for 50 gems. It was low to mid 100s yesterday at the start of the day. So that's since gone up. Sue Storm has gone up and down. So she's sitting at about around 80 gems, 84 gems for the common. The rare will be 153. I think those prices are probably a little bit different right now. Uncommon at 80. And then, of course, we have the two animated versions. The ultra rare at around 540, and then the secret rare has been doing well. I think it's been between the mid 1000s and then almost 2000. This is not first appearance, but I think this will be very popular. So I'll probably try and pick I sold my common one to flip it for other stuff, which I'm happy I did, but I'll probably pick one of those up later. And then I'm picking up at least a common of each of these of the Kraven series, which Kraven we saw, it launched yesterday at the common price, which was like 24 gems, and then doubled. This one was 24 gems. I actually bought it at 20 gems, doubled the 42 gems yesterday. This was sitting around that 42 gems, and then these all dropped to like around 30 gems. So keep that in mind. All right. We are getting down to the wire. So I'm going to make sure to get ready for the drop. I hope no one gets one. Classic. So make sure my girlfriend's up as well. Oh, good. Oh, she texted me. She's already awake. That is fantastic. Let me go ahead and unplug here. Play some music. Let's get ready. Let's get our fingers all limber. And let's pray for the Pokemon to come. About a minute left here. Again, you're 15 to 20 seconds behind, so don't pay, or I am going to appear to you 15 to 20 seconds behind, so don't pay attention to my clocks. All right, so far 0 for 3 on these drops for me. Trying to get that nice little rebound, so I'll keep on trying for that. And yeah, Dush, that's all right. No luck. No luck. Try and get the rebound. Again, I'll probably be buying the common in the store. I'm going to be patient with that. We've seen it go from, both of them are kind of the same. We've seen them go from around 24 gems up to 40, back to 30. So they've been going up and down. They probably will be a little bit cheaper if and when there's a gem squeeze. So if Disney brings out something in a week or two, I could imagine you could pick up these commons for, maybe around 20 gems, 30. Who knows? We do have a lot more people coming into the app, but there's going to be a lot of profit being taken if there's another Disney drop, especially a new golden moment or something animated and cool and amazing. I got late into it like 20 seconds before the drop. Okay, I usually try and get within a minute. I did the timing method. It didn't register my finger when I hit it. I did it right at the time, but didn't register my finger, didn't even get an error. So got to work on my timing method, got to practice. Actually, if you go, I think it's called tapgate.io, and you can practice your timing method if that's something you want to do. Yeah, tapgate.io, I believe. Google that. So do tapgate.space.io, and it will bring it up on Google. So it doesn't send you right to a website. And it's right there. You can practice your timing on your phone or something. It'll tell you like how many milliseconds you are. And it'll say like, oh, it gives you like a ranking, which is kind of neat. But yes, try that, tapgate.io. And as JQ mentioned before, if like, follow, subscribe, all the great stuff. But if you like this, if you want some friends to join, retweet this on Twitter. If you go to Sodi Pop Media on Twitter, you can retweet my live stream. All that's super helpful to me as I am growing. You guys recirculating my stuff, that's a big source, I know, of traffic for YouTube and things like that. So I will be doing some giveaways. I haven't decided exactly. I'm trying to decide exactly how I want to do it. I know a couple of things I'm going to do with it, but I will be doing some giveaways, so you guys can all get a little something something, which is always super fun. Oh, hold on. No, it's tricking me. Saying attempting to secure as the 4 minutes is passing. Oh, you son of a... You would do this. I'm still trying to get the rebound. I'm going to stay focused on this a little bit. But yeah, so giveaways coming up. Not sure exactly what I want and then I have a couple interviews that should be coming up in the next week or so. I don't want to say anything or who they are until this fully scheduled and put away, and I'm actually talking to them almost. But once that is scheduled, I will tell you about it. It should be a good one. Should be a really good one though. And then yeah, just more and more great stuff like that. And then if you want all my links, sodipopmedia.com, of course. Okay. Let me know if you guys got one. Again, no luck on my side, trying to go for that rebound. I still have the buy now button appearing in front of me, so I'll keep on clicking until it's gone. It is past 8:04, past usually the first rebound time. With the Red Goblin Spider-Man comic, right at around 8:04, I still have the buy now button, and I got a rebound on that. And I did get the secret rare on that one, which was pretty cool. I did sell it promptly though, because it's not a super huge character. I don't think it's going to be coming up anytime soon. With just kind of things that have been happening in the movies, I can't imagine the Red Goblin happening in the next movie or so. So I was going to be patient on that. So I sold it and then went into a couple other things because, yes, I want to sell things high, buy when they're low, but I also don't want to be, as the market was raging like crazy, I didn't want to be out of it. So I've been accumulating. I've like a few hundred gems set aside. I'll probably, probably sell a couple other things, just get a few more gems. Kind of a just in case scenario. I want always a little bit of everything as I keep on stacking stuff that's meaningful to me. So it's cool. Over this past week, I've been able to stack an ultra rare of the Amazing Spider-Man, ultra rare of the Marvel Comics #1, and a Doctor Doom around a sub 1,000 mint, which is really cool, really exciting. If comics go back lower, if they drop a little bit, I'll probably stack some commons of either Fantastic Four #1 or one of the Spider-Man or something. So not sure exactly. I'll have to see prices. Not sure exactly what. I feel like the Green Goblin Spider-Man, I think Amazing Spider-Man #3, I just feel like that's so undervalued. The first appearance of the Green Goblin. Tito 420, no luck, no rebound yet. All right, good. Keep on doing this. We got it together. But yeah, I feel like that one is around like 30 gems or 40 gems. That one to me is probably more undervalued. Daredevil has been moving up finally. That one has been getting not much attention, but if you look at some of these things, you look at Comics and Crypto, you look at Sleeping Comics, they have their list, their tier list. There's also another guy who he's a little bit smaller, just like myself, but he has like a bear. I don't remember his name, but he has like a talking little cartoon bear as his, he doesn't really show his face, but he does comic rankings and I like it. What he does is he says how limited they are. He has a little spreadsheet that says how limited it is, and then if there's any variant covers, which is pretty cool. Remember the Fantastic Four number, what was it? It was introducing the Space Ghost, and it also introduced, or the Red Ghost, and it also introduced the Watcher to the Marvel Universe, and the Watcher is the one who's kind of watching between timelines, and he's not interfering, but just making sure things are proceeding. And that was the very first variant cover that was ever introduced into VeVe. And I think eventually, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually those variant covers will be important as people are kind of branching out and being like, okay, what do I want to collect next? I got a nice little mint number of, MCU, ultra rare or common, got a nice little mint of this, nice little mint of that. What is kind of cool things to collect? The variant covers, it's possible to collect, all the Fantastic Four ones. It's possible to collect. It's getting harder and harder to collect all the variant covers. Why? Because there's just so many. There's gonna be so many more. I don't know how many comics we have, but we don't have a ton yet, but there will be a ton in the future. Big collectors will get them all. They will get all the comics, they'll get all the variant covers because they have tons of money, to be honest, which is great for us. That's always good for the people in the app currently. Again, it is still so early, I feel. And it seems like the crypto market in general, because that's one thing I thought could kind of upend our fun in VeVe. VeVe is right now a little bit separate from the crypto market. As we open up to Immutable X and other stuff, we will probably be more subject to crypto market swings. Why? Because we'll be more connected. Immutable X will have the people with Ethereum. I think we'll see more pump, but once we get to the pump levels, we'll see more volatility with the crypto market if the crypto market goes crazy. Oh no. Both my cats are in here today. Fortunately, they've been quiet so far, but they just found a box and this might get hectic. So we'll see how that plays out. I might have to do some refereeing here. They get along fine, they have fun, but the point is they get loud because they like wrestle and stuff. All right, still trying to go for that rebound. No luck quite yet. I really love the cover of, sorry, this is on last week or yesterday's Kraven, but he is not a man with, he thinks he's like an honorable, because he's from Russian aristocracy. How do you say that? Anyways, like the old czars and stuff before Lenin and everyone took over for the Red Revolution, whatever they call it there. And he is very much a proud man. Probably believes in manliness and machismo. But, you know, Peter Parker, he's there to help. And so Kraven is a lot more about punishing and killing bad guys and hunting them down. So he's always been kind of this weird anti-hero in the Spider-Man universe. He can't beat Spider-Man hand to hand, as we saw in the original story of this. You know, he decides to beat Spider-Man another way. But so he's kicking bad guys' butts. All right, JQ no look too. Ooh. And by the way, JQ, this is the first time I've seen comment on the stream. Thank you for watching. If you've watched before in silence, but thank you for coming here. Again, like, share, subscribe. Some giveaways will be happening. I have some interviews that are coming up. Again, not going to announce those quite yet until they're fully done and scheduled. Because there's one I've been trying to schedule, but it's just hard to get all the people in one place. Because my schedule is kind of weird. It's like the opposite of everyone else's. I usually work at nights. But I'm usually pretty flexible if I can be. Okay. My cat, I think, fell asleep in the box. And my other one is just watching. So hopefully that stays like that for a little bit, because they can get really annoying. All right, still trying to go for that drop. 8:12. So we missed the 4-minute mark, 8-minute mark, and 12. Again, I'm not sure as time goes on past the 4-minute mark where the rebounds are possible. Yesterday, I was clicking for almost 20 minutes. Fortunate to have some water with me. I didn't forget water, which is great. Got a little Pellegrino. This was on sale. Highly recommend this. This was on sale at Costco. I said Waterloo was one of the best ones. Waterloo is one of my favorite flavors of like the cheaper ones. Pellegrino has like tighter bubbles, if I could say that. It has like finer bubbles. I do enjoy it more, but it's usually kind of expensive, like around the $16 to $20 range, depending where you live. Probably cheaper. I'm in California, so things are a little more expensive here, most likely. But it was on sale. It's like $6 off. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm getting some of those. But yeah, these are probably by far my favorite, like, overall collection of flavors and everything. I started drinking sparkling water when many years ago I started like intermittent fasting because I got out of shape. I was like, ugh, I don't feel good. It's not cool. And so I was like, I just need, because I'd always eat late at night. And I'm like, I need something to get me later in the day because I don't want breakfast and then I eat like a million meals. So intermittent fasting was all the rage, still kind of is all the rage. But so I started drinking, I always drink coffee, but I was like, when I would get hungry, I'd drink sparkling water and that would help a lot. And I'd never liked sparkling water before. I always said it was like less flavored soda. Comment in the water if you like sparkling water. I know it's a hit or miss. It definitely was not a hit for me forever, but now I love sparkling water. So I don't know. I think that's what got me used to it. I just started by drinking plain sparkling water and then I found the flavors and I like those. Drink soda every once in a while. Try not to. Definitely drink coffee though. I'll probably be getting coffee after this. Ooh. Do you guys have Pete's around you? Number one, do you like coffee and do you have Pete's around you? Because Pete's, compared to Starbucks, I think Pete actually was like the master roaster for Starbucks back in the day. But Pete's, like, their espresso is just like richer. Starbucks espresso is like more burnt tasting to me, but Pete's is more like chocolatey-ish richer. And because of that, their lattes and stuff are so good. They have this churro latte right now that is unbelievable. And they use different syrups. They use Monin syrup, which if you're looking for a sugar-free syrup, Monin like vanilla, sugar-free vanilla, if you're just trying to cut out sugar or whatever, it's actually really tasty. You can add it to oatmeal, add it to drinks, make an Italian soda. So if you have one of those soda streams, you make the sparkling water and then you put in the sugar-free vanilla and then a little bit of cream and it makes this bomb drink. You can do sugar-free raspberries, actually pretty good too. And I'm not a sugar-free person. I don't like the flavor. My girlfriend does it, but the Monin ones are actually pretty good. It's surprisingly. I think they use erythritol instead of the other like sucralose or whatever, so it tastes better to me. But anyways, I digress. Pete's, the churro latte, that's not sugar-free. It's so freaking good. I've had a couple of those this week, which is probably not the best. Not the best for my wallet. I should be putting all my cash into VeVe to be honest, but I'm trying to work extra for that. Ooh, all right. Still trying to get that drop. Still trying to get that rebound. I'm sure you guys are clicking too. Come on, Kraven, you son of a bitch. Get in my collection. Get in there. Okay, now the cats are starting to play. It's my kid. I need to hook up my other camera. They're so stupid. I have 3 cats. The one you see right now is Lady Sybil. She's the little white one that's always all over me in the morning. Then we have Rue, who we found during COVID, and she was pregnant. So she ended up having kittens, and we took care of them. And then we had some friends that there's 4 of them. We had some friends that took the kittens, and so she's the newest one. But her and Sibby, the white one that you always see, they hated each other at the beginning. Sibby was legit depressed, like would stay. It was so weird. She was like a teenager that was like upset. Would stay in bed and just growl and like not, which is weird because she's super playful. She's always with me. So they're now best friends. They wrestle all the time. And then we have Kiki, she's the older one who just doesn't put up with anyone's shit. And she likes playing with Sibby, but she still doesn't like Rue, the new one. But things have been calm, more or less. They're as good as can be with 3 cats in a small place. Probably way too many cats, but Rue, when we found her, the shelters weren't taking any cats in. They're like, oh, they can just live on the streets. But she definitely was not. She definitely was not a street cat, for sure. She did not know what was going on. We tried to find her home. No lost signs, no anything. She wasn't chipped. So we have a neighborhood which, you can reasonably, there's like a lot of people living around here. So I can see her escaping, definitely a household. But yeah, no lost signs, no anything. She's very, very nice, very sweet. But yeah, so now that's the story of us getting 3 cats. We found one over COVID. She was pregnant. Classic. And it was an interesting experience. Yeah, I'm going to try and snipe the market too. It's the only thing that can be done right now. 8:18. All right, I'm going to try for 2 more minutes. I know this is riveting for you guys. Actually, it is. We're having a good conversation. It's a fun time. But I have thought of reading. So the first drop I read, and this was before the drop, I read the comic live. And I thought of doing that again. It was fun. Actually, I'm going to put up a poll. And if you guys want a live comic reading, all right, I'm going to press for 2 more minutes and then I'll put up the poll. If you want a live comic reading, cool. If not, that's fine. Doesn't offend me at all. I just don't know if it's going to be interesting. Because these are fun to read, but some of the comics they're pretty short. They're like 11 minutes to read. So not too bad. All right. See, 1 more minute. Give it my all. Clicking for 20 minutes. Both day they started around 20 and then they went up to 35, 40. Yes, they did. I sniped the first one. I actually forgot I bought it. I sniped the first one for 22 and it was up at 42. And the second one I didn't get till later, until like around 40-ish. So, which I'm fine with. I want one of each. But yeah, you're right. You can snipe it. If I can snipe a couple around 20, I will probably resell the second one. Just to get the gems back, get one for free. Okay, we're at 820. Let's see. So, live Do you want live comic reading before plus after the drop? So I'm gonna put this in the. Gonna put this poll in here. So if you want to vote, go ahead. Just trying to get some feedback on what interests you peeps. There's the poll. Would you want a live comic reading before or after? All right. We're going to let that happen. All right. So we'll wait for the market to open now. Let's go back here. Oh. Well, if it connects now. Ooh, I unplugged it. That's why. I unplugged it for the drop. I think I have an iPhone 7 Plus and it is starting. I upgraded to iOS 15 and man, it's really starting to chug. I mean, I've done pretty well. They came out like 4 or 5 years ago, so I've been doing pretty well. I really don't like, especially with VeVe and then releasing stuff. I mean, it's just really hard. I don't want to spend $1,000. I'll probably put it on my phone bill, so it's like out over more time. Same here. Hopefully one will pay for yesterday, another for Monday. Yeah, I always like getting 2 things. So I've been trying to get 2 of more valuable stuff. My next flip here is this OG Devil Bunny, because if I can get a double here, double or triple, he was around like 400-ish. So if I can get a triple off that or close to it, which would be around 7 something, and there's only 2.5% fee, which is great. If I can flip one for that, get one for free, and plus profit, that'd be amazing. So that's what I'm trying to do there. Dr. Doom, originally I thought was a flip, but I found a sub 1,000 mint for really close to the floor price at 850. It's now above like 1,400. So super great decision there. Really happy about that. Captain America, the punch, same thing. He's punching Hitler, by the way, if you're not familiar. Captain America #1. So it is a pretty iconic punch. So I do want one of this item, but I'm comfortable with just flipping this. What's up, Zealous Willis, man? Thanks for joining. First time seeing you on screen. Thanks, man. If you go click on Zealous Willis, he has his own YouTube. He plays some Tekken over there, some fighting games. So if you guys like fighting games, do you play any Blaze Blue or Blaze Blue? I used to play that a lot on the Vita. Oh no, I played Guilty. What was the one on the Vita? There's a bunch of them on the Vita, but I think it was Guilty Gear is when I played. A lot of fun. I wasn't really good at, not really great at fighting games. Enjoy them a lot though. I always try and beat the story mode of like Injustice and stuff. Got show love. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. You're awesome. Again, share with anyone. It really helps out the channel. I'll be doing giveaways. So Zealous Willis, I know you follow me since I did a lot of gaming content. Have you gotten into VeVe? Have I convinced you? I talked with so many people yesterday about NFTs, and a lot of NFTs are honestly, they are trash, and they will be trash. That makes a lot of sense. These are the only ones I really buy in any big way. Even the art, like I know Run English and Tristan Eaton, and they do stuff on OpenSea and outside of here. For the most part, I really ignore those. Why? Because I don't feel like I have an edge on them. I can't really see where the market is going on those. If it's an artist I want to support, Ron English being one of them, I will. And I did buy a couple of his light cult crypto guys, but you know, they weren't an investment to me. Maybe they will be someday, but I wanted to be part of his club in the VeVe-verse, and you get like real life benefits of it. He sends you physical things. He gets if you're in his group, he sends you stuff, and you have access if you go to his New York meetups and stuff. The light cult crypto will give you access to that. I thought about it. Lol, I'm not sure if there was an NFT for a game I really like, I might buy it. So these guys have the license for Capcom as well. And so hopefully there'll be well, they've already shown Monster Hunter NFTs. Oh my gosh, my cat is annoying me. She's looking a box. Hey, stop it. Get out of there. But yeah, so they have Capcom, number one. So think of Monster Hunter being the big one. What is it? Resident Evil, of course, is Capcom. And then they have Street Fighter, which they're supposed to have. You actually battle Ken and Ryu and Chun-Li in Street Fighter, so you can buy the NFT and you're supposed. They've shown that before. Let's see if I can find the actual where they show Monster Hunter VeVe. It was in one of their promos. If we can see it, it's mostly us YouTubers talking about it when I look it up, though, unfortunately. So Monster Hunter VeVe. Of course, I can't find it. Let's try and just Google it. Monster Hunter Capcom VeVe NFT. Maybe there's a commercial. Okay, popped up on Reddit, so maybe that will be something. No, just a question. Well, if you have it, maybe post it in chat if you can find it. I can't with a quick search, but that's fine. But they do have Monster Hunter, and it's going to be animated and big, and that's what they did. They showed it off. I think David Yu actually showed it off, so he gets to test out a lot of these in his personal collection. So Capcom has not been revealed yet. They haven't launched it yet. So the point is they eventually will have it. So keep an eye to the ground, because once these things release, they sell it within a second. And then, so for example, these comics sold for 7 gems, and then they're going to resell immediately for 24 to 40 gems for the most common variant. And the market's not open yet. I'll quickly shut that. They'll resell for 24 to 40 gems, the common variant, and then the secret rare probably will go all the way up to 1,000 gems. That's what we've seen recently for these particular comics. So you want to get on the drop. That's all I want to say. The Capcom ones, I'm sure, will be expensive. We have no idea. They may or may not have Pokemon. I'm assuming they do. Alfred Kahn, Jeremy Padawar. Alfred Kahn, of course, brought Pokemon to the US. He is involved with this project. Jeremy Padawar has the current Pokemon license, and he's constantly on all the VeVe Twitter spaces. So it would be upsetting if they didn't have Pokemon. I'm not even to the point like, oh, might they have Pokemon? I would be pissed if they didn't have Pokemon. If Pokemon signed with someone else, they went on OpenSea, they launched their own project, they went on Immutable X, and they're like, yeah, we're just going to do the thing that Gods Unchained did, which if you haven't played Gods Unchained, play it. It's a fun Magic the Gathering style game. They sell their cards on Immutable X, and you can buy and trade their cards, which is what I want these Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic and Pokemon games to do. You can buy the card, and then maybe that gives you a physical version. That would be amazing, and it's connected together. But yeah, Pokemon's coming. I have no idea when. That one's going to be huge. You will see the market crash when Pokemon's announced as people try and get gems. So that's why when things are green here, you buy, and when you're red, they sell. So I slowly have been collecting stuff I want more of, and then buying things to sell more to get more gems. I've been doing a lot less gem collecting than I originally planned, so maybe not the best at that, but yeah. So I have some plans. I'm definitely going to flip this Captain America. I'm definitely going to flip one or both Golden Bunnies, depending on what price they get up at. But those are by Tristan Eaton. He's one of the OGs in the designer space. I bought this Batman Who Laughs, number 89 Batman. I got lucky with this one. I bought it at 142. It's sitting around 500 or 600. Snow Globe polar bears. I planned to collect like 5 or 6 of these, but I got distracted by tons of other things now. And these ones have since gone up to like 300 gems. I bought it at like 140 and then 170 were my 2 purchases. The Holiday Groot I bought for way too much. I bought on the drop for 120, and it's only just gotten back to that price range. So that one's gonna be a long-term hold for me. I just wanted an animated Groot, so I'll probably hold that one long-term. And then I did pick up a bunch of comics as well. Let's see, the market is probably not open quite yet. And then I have a pull up. If you guys want a live comic reading when there's a comic drop, I'd be more than happy to do all sorts of voices and stupid stuff for you. But if that's interesting to you, I want it to be this stream to be bomb. So if that's interesting to you, go ahead. There's probably just one vote. I see yes 100%. So probably just one person voted. But go ahead and vote in that poll if you can. And I'm willing to change. I'm willing to get naked. I'm willing to get crazy. No, I won't get naked. That's not appropriate and not okay. Boom, the market's open. Let's try and snipe a comment. Let's do it. So let's see what the comments are going for. Ooh, 40 gems right away. People know the prices. Let's try and snipe it. It's my least favorite thing about the market, and they said they're going to change it, where if you click into one of these, you will be able to, you will essentially reserve it just like you would on the drop for 60 seconds or whatever. But the problem is, and I think the bot that I would use, I would never use a bot. I would never endanger my account in that way. Like, so many people have built up so much money. Like, why would you endanger your account in that way? I think I didn't even get that one. Jeez, that's crazy. But yeah, the bot that I would use would be the bot that automatically clicks when I come in the screen, because I think that'd be much harder for them to catch and to realize what's going on. Ugh. See, it even clicks before the button loads. That's like the secret sauce right there. That would be the bot that I would use. I think it's much harder to catch. Don't use bots though, because if they catch you, if they lock your account, you have, you know, hundreds or maybe thousands and thousands of gems, which equates to real world money. Like, don't forget that. And they'll lock you up, and there's just no point. You guys are so early. Why chance it? You know, even with the few hundred gems, you can get kind of a cool collection. My girlfriend just had, you know, she did start a little while ago, but just with a few hundred gems, she's not gotten anything but drops. She's not done anything in the market, and she's done awesome. She's just gotten a few drops and held. And that's going to be the best course for most people, is to buy and just hang on to it for a little while. And then if anything gets to a lot of money and it's going to be life-changing for you in a certain way, I would not hesitate to sell. But for me, I never go all out and I never go all in. So if all my money in the world, I would never put it all in at the same time. I would do it over time and never put all of it in, because there's always drops, which you can take advantage of drops if you have money. But if you don't have money, you can't take advantage of drops. When I say drops, I mean things going in the red. So I don't mean drops as in today. I mean the market going down as opposed to going up. But if you're all out, then when things go up, which you never know when they will, then you're going to regret, like, oh, why didn't I have this and that? But if you're kind of that middle road, you're fine. You're golden. Like, keep that middle road. That is more than anything what I've learned from crypto training, is you never go all in, never go all out, because you get really emotional when you do all that. Ooh, we see some things being listed for 20. Why would you ever list it for 20? You see things are easily selling for 40. But then again, I mean, there's a lot of new people coming in every day that are getting these drops. So, son of a, you piece of shit. God. Sorry, Zealous Wills, haven't been reading. What's the Resident Evil ones? Gotcha. So why are folks saying NFTs are bad? I like the Batman who laughs. That's badass. I voted, lol. You guys vote. That's annoying, everyone. Get one besides you. Thanks for the dab. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, make sure to vote. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want a live comic reading or not. No. I clicked on the stupid market thing. Yeah, the Batman who laughs is bomb. There's some really cool looking characters. I'm really upset I didn't get Penguin yet. I got the first appearance of Joker when he was released. Got the first appearance of Harley Quinn, which is so cool. I love that one. And remember, the first appearance of Harley Quinn on the app is the artist is the actual creator of Harley Quinn in the animated show. So I guess she wasn't around before then. Is it Bruce Timm? Is that the creator? But he's a really famous artist, and that's the only thing of him. And it's season 1, and it's now like season what, 3 or 4. So we're getting further away from having more stuff on there. But yes, ooh, my voice cracked. But yes, okay, prices have been a little dropping, droppage. You know what I'm gonna look at? I'm gonna look at the prices of the other ones, because that's gonna give me a clue of where this will settle at in today at least. All right, so this is going for mid-30s, and then the other one, this is the very first one released. That cover's bomb. This one's going for 30 as well. So 30 is a fair price for this currently today. Who knows what will happen today? We've seen prices just go insane, like just insane. You can get anything and do super well. But again, I advise you be careful, because another Mickey or another Disney announced, and all of a sudden you'll see prices go down 20, 30%, maybe even more on some of them. And that's why you can make some quick little gems here and there right now. But yeah, take that middle path, be patient. This is not a get rich quick game. Zealous Willis, I want to answer your question. Why do folks think NFTs are bad? Number one, I think there's a bias. I think there's not a lot of, it's a buzzword, and just like crypto was in 2017, people are just sick of hearing, they don't know exactly what they are, but they see Gary Vee pushing it. And Gary Vee, for all of his positives and negatives, he's very, the way he speaks is very aggressive, very like in your face, and very hustle culture, right? And so he can come across, he's like, oh, I'm launching my NFT project, and that comes across as like just a money grab. Now his NFT project is stupid as far as the art. It's like stuff he drew on napkins. But each NFT gives you access like for 4 years to his VeVe conference. So they are worth something. And that's what is being added into this, is utility. But when I watch gaming channels, Kind of Funny Games and everything, they clearly don't understand them. They're in the Bay Area, which I'm sure is super annoying for NFT bros and crypto bros. They probably hear it all the time. They're probably just sick about it. And they just see it as a money grab. And that is all they see it. They see it as a money grab. They're like, yeah, there's the only positive I've heard on Kind of Funny Games is that they say, yeah, some art's kind of cool, but it's a money grab. They don't understand how these are used for utility. They don't understand why blockchain is necessary, why decentralization, like they don't understand what decentralization is. I actually made a whole video responding to one of their initial videos, Gary Witter and Timur Hussein. They were just so wrong about, they were right about some things, but they're wrong about Ubisoft Quartz and Beyond Tesla's blockchain, understanding what it was. And there's someone who commented like full page on what they thought. And I almost want to make, because within that comment, there's a lot of misunderstandings of what NFTs are and like what blockchain is. And so I wanted to make almost a video responding to that, because I think it'd be interesting. Because you have a lot of people that are new to the NFT space, but that are new to blockchain in general. And I get it. It's really confusing. It took me a long time to learn what this was, how it works. And there's still a lot that I don't fully understand and couldn't explain to you because it's just above my level right now. I will get there. I will get there though. But the DeFi is really important for what blockchain is, and it gives you true ownership. And what is DeFi? That's decentralized finance, but decentralization makes sure that the network can never be shut down by any one entity or government or anything. You can't go into Wells Fargo and be like, yeah, your bank is shut down today. There's no one you can tell to be like, close down your computer, it's done. That's not possible. You look at the Pirate Bay, Bitcoin would have been shut down like the Pirate Bay a million times. But in a way, the Pirate Bay is also a decentralized network. So a peer-to-peer network, that's what this is. It's a peer-to-peer cash network is Bitcoin. This stuff is on a peer-to-peer smart contract network. And that's why it's so unique and special, because when you have something on that network that is in your wallet, you own it. There's good and bad things about that. You have to protect yourself. You know, if someone steals it, there's no one there to get it back for you. I actually, oh man, my friend, his sister, she got an email from Coinbase. Oh, something happened with her account. She went and logged in. I think he said like almost 20 to 30,000 gone. The hackers they changed her password. She couldn't log back in. They took everything. And this is a lesson to everyone. Please listen to this. If you have a bank account hooked up to any of this, fortunately VeVe is like, you know, it's through Apple. But if you have a bank account directly connected to this, eventually they're going to allow you to take out money, make a new bank account at a completely different place, or let's say your Wells Fargo or Chase, just make a new savings account that's separate from your main one. Because if hackers do get in, they will have access to that most likely. And if they change the password, they're just going to have time to transfer money into themselves and then transfer it out to their own accounts. So, and that's what happened is she had it connected to her main account. They transferred, I guess, like 10 or 15 grand from her main account. This is someone that I know, from her main account to Coinbase and then out. And there's supposed to be a 24-hour period where you can't like spend it or until it like comes, but you can use it right away. The thing around that is you can buy crypto and then transfer that out. You just can't technically transfer the cash out. So she's probably out most, if not all, of that money if Coinbase decides to help her. It was her own user error technically, but you know, my buddy it's his sister. He was helping her, and he knows a lot, if not as much as I do about crypto. I taught him, and then he really learned, and we ran nodes together on Fusion and a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, just really, really blows, really unfortunate. Take your security seriously from the beginning. Be a little bit paranoid. It's totally fine. But two-factor authentication. And don't click on links. And if you do, definitely don't enter in information. That's the end of my tirade. But definitely be safe because it literally just happened. Okay, this is getting around 40 gems. I might just wait because this happened yesterday. It's just there's so many people trying to get these. And if you're a whale, if you're able to get these consistently, which you just kind of get lucky, you really do. So I don't want to pay too much over 40 because I think it's going to settle around that 30 area. And again, maybe I'm being cheap, maybe I'm being nickel and dimey, but the other two are low 30s and mid 30s. So there's nothing that makes this one special over the other two other than you want this set. So I don't want to be in that 40s range. So I might come back to this a little bit later. Please vote in the poll. I think I only had one person vote yes. If you want live comic readings here, I have the MCU comic reader, super high quality. So this is the Red Goblin one. I'm just gonna go ahead and click into that, and then what I do. So these are the pages, right? And this is Anti-Venom, who's I'm still learning about. I've never read about Anti-Venom, but what I do is I go into the panel mode, and you can switch, and it goes down to each panel, and it looks so good. And then I'll read along, and we can read the comic and see what we think together. But that's what that is. So if you want that, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just reading the comics by myself, just to learn more about this world. And I think a lot of this stuff, so if you look at comics and crypto, they grade comics and they look at what's available in real life, and if it's a grail, if it's important, if it's expensive. So a lot of the older comics will be more expensive, and they said, yeah, this one you should hold. And then a lot of the newer ones will say this one you should sell. The reason why I'm reading these is to see, like, is this special to me? Is this a really good story? If it's a really good story, it might be a sell right now, like today. But if I can get it for cheap and I get a bunch of them for cheap, it's a really good story to some kid now or to some younger person now in 5 years. That's going to be really special. And there's not going to be many of them. And that's going to be the new, I think Miles Morales is and will be huge in the future. They're going to be pushing him a lot more. He's a great superhero. He's the new Spider-Man. You know, Peter Parker's still around and will be around, but He's going to be super, super popular and is super popular. You have to be thinking about, we have hindsight now of knowing Marvel Comics #1 is a big thing, right? Fantastic Four #1 is a big thing. But back then you didn't. You have to think what now is going to be a big thing in 5 years. And it's going to be much quicker for those things to become big, by the way, because of the internet, because of NFTs. It'll be much, much quicker. It took decades for Marvel Comics #1 to become the price that it is. It will not take decades for some of these to become insane prices, because it's so much easier to buy, so much easier to confirm, so much easier to sell and know that you got the real thing. Oh my God. This is just the beginning. I think there will be market corrections to where, we might see Spider-Man like really drop, and it might be boring for a year or two. It might be boring for 6 months where everything is just kind of low value and people aren't pumped up about it anymore. Maybe there's too many NFTs, right? Or there's too many VeVe NFTs. But I would say that is the exact time to buy. That's the exact time to stack up on things when things are boring and everyone isn't interested. I don't know if that will happen with VeVe too much though. I just don't know. I don't know either way. But those are the possibilities. There's always a yes and a no. I'm leaning more towards right now 70. I think 2022 is going to be a great year. 2023, maybe we'll see a dip in the crypto market, and maybe VeVe will see a little dip. But things could go crazy before then, and I'm staying in it. Tito 420, I got Batman 89 at 95 gems. I wanted to get more, but didn't have any gems, and it was the cheapest Batman at the time. Awesome decision, because Batman, let's just look at his price right now. Yeah, I saw someone post it. I'm like, oh, he's a first appearance, but anything that's first appearance FA is just golden in general. Dude, 423. I got him for 142. So I even paid a little bit higher for him, but you can sell them for 423 gems. And there's probably going to be some whale that buys a bunch of them and just kind of holds them. So super cool. Coca-Cola Glow Bears. They're going for 270 right now. So less than double what I paid for them. Let's see what the selling fee is on this. I'm going to sell on market. Let's just sell for 1,000. I'm not actually going to sell it, but I just want to see. So only 2.5% selling fee on that, which is awesome. That's a really nice thing, because with anything Marvel, it's 8.5%. Yeah, so this is a Marvel license. Anything Marvel and Disney, let's sell this for, I'm just going to say 1,000 in case I accidentally put it on the market. Yeah, so 8.5% fee for anything Marvel, anything Disney related, really. So Star Wars will be the same thing. So that's what's really nice about all the Batman, is that if you want to resell it, it's only 2.5% fee. That goes for all the artist stuff as well. I don't know why that message came through. I'm on airplane mode. That's annoying. All right, let's see. Let's try this one more time. Okay, it's sitting around 40. I don't want to buy in the 40s. All right, I'm going to let it do its thing because I'm not going to buy in the 40s. All right, I want to check out Alligator Loki. He's been popular. Let's go look at Loki here. The search function is so crappy on VeVe. I can't wait till that is like fixed. I'm just going to look at the common. Man. Common's at 88. Was at 54 about 2 days ago. I bought one around 60 and sold it for like 120 last night. You could probably buy one. I'm gonna try and flip this one. I'm gonna buy it now. Cool. I don't have too many gems in my wallet currently, and I'm just gonna try and flip it. So I'm just gonna put that back on the market. We're gonna live flip this. What mint number is he? He's 8051, so he's not anything special. Oh gosh, my cat. All right. So sell for buy now price. I'm going to, let's see. Actually, I'm going to double check. I'm going to sell for 120. Let's do 123. Kind of a weird number. That will give me a little bit of profits. We're just going to list that in market. See what happens. All right, let's double check to see if that actually got listed. Sorry, there's some jets behind me. Okay. No, that didn't get listed, so we have to go back here. Sell market, silver buy night price, 123. Live selling, big stuff happening here. Okay, so that is successfully listed. These are some other ones I have listed for kind of high prices, to be honest. So I don't know, double listing of that. So that one's ready to go. Let's just see if we can flip. Little flippity flop. Again, vote in the poll. So far, 100% yes. So I think I'll be doing some comic readings, and I love feedback. Like, subscribe, share this with your friends. Again, it really does help out. I'll be doing some giveaways in the future. Again, the reason I'm deciding exactly how I want to do it. I don't know if I want to do like, oh, once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. I don't know if I want to do that. But I want to make it interesting for you all, and I want it to benefit the channel. So that all of that like really helps for sure. And then again, I do have some pretty cool interviews coming up, and I think that will be good. I don't want to say who until it's officially scheduled. Let's see what we have going on here. So comics, I'm going to check out the original appearance of the Green Goblin. What is that going for? 47. I think this one will pump soon. I'm going to buy another one of these. I think this one will pump soon. I have 2 editions of this one. So I have 3. And then I'm just going to re-put that on the market for 110. Isn't that crazy? And that's all you need to do. It'll stay in the market for how long? Most of them I don't do that for. If it's something I have that's a longer term hold, I'll hold on to it. But I'll probably put that back on for 110. But I have the feeling that's just going to pump soon. We just saw Daredevil pump, and what's happening is someone or a bunch of people, there's been this like roving eye of VeVe that has just been paying attention to these commons and pumping up the price, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pumping it up. And it's just kind of like clockwork. You just have to wait your turn. That is exactly what I did. I identified that Dr. Doom wasn't pumped yet. I identified that the OG Devil Bunny wasn't pumped yet. Like, this wasn't touched, but the ultra rare version of it was pumped. So I'm like, okay, it just makes sense that this version would get pumped, and it did. This is sitting around 435, so almost double what I bought it for, and it still has more room to grow in my opinion. But and that's how I feel about this Amazing Spider-Man number 14, is that there's, you know, ones of this ilk that are very similar have gone up to 150. So to get up to 90 or 100, which is great, that's a double from here. I'm actually going to buy another one. I'll probably trade a couple of these. Get some more gems. I mean, that could happen as soon as today. So anyways, let me know what you think. Follow me on the 3Ts and IG, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. I'll be hanging out here if you want me for a little bit longer, if you have some questions. I love to sit here and chat. Let me know what you think about, again, the comic reading. Make sure to vote in that poll. So far, it's 100% yes. So I will be reading comics, it looks like, when there is a comic drop. So that includes tomorrow. We have a live stream every day, 30 minutes before, if you want a little bit more before. But it seems like we have the most hanging out afterwards. So I might even make it for like 20 minutes before, because we don't have too many people join super early. And then I can go for longer later, just because for me it's Pacific time. So I do wake up pretty early, get this all set up, get it going. Although this is my studio, so I already have, most part, all the lights and camera are already set up, unless I've been filming the previous day. But I have some awesome videos coming up on YouTube, some really good interviews, more TikTok stuff, more Instagram stuff. Go ahead and check out TikTok. One of my things that I'm doing is unboxing of these NFTs. So I'll be doing unboxings in VR. Comment, let me know if you want to see anything in particular, what's interesting to you, what's not, and then I'll just be doing stupid TikTok stuff as well. So And then if you haven't been here before, remember to be yourself and have a great day. And don't forget to eat a cookie. I'm going to try that Pete's Churro Latte again. I'm probably going to go right after this. That sounds so good. And then I have these little coconut bars, which, oh man, that sounds good. I should probably work out, to be honest. I haven't worked out in a week. So anyways, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. This was such a fun time. We have Zealous Wells here, Dush, Tito420. We have JQ, who the first time JQ has been commenting in here. That's awesome. Thank you so much. It's so much fun. We're going to grow together. It's going to be huge. Do some giveaways. So if you don't have a ton of these, well, I'll do a giveaway. Maybe I'll give away that Amazing Spider-Man number 14 after it pumps. You'll be pumped. You will be pumped. I don't know. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow at 7:30. So 30 minutes before the drop for another one. Peace out. Much love, my friends. Bye.